You're welcome to the Ku-ring-gai Local Planning Panel meeting. On behalf of the panel, I recognise the traditional owners of the custodians of the land, the Ku-ring-gai people, on whose land we purport to meet. The meeting is to be conducted online, having regard to the spread of COVID, and that will be continued further notice. Any person speaking at a local panel meeting are advised that their voice and personal information, including name and address, will be recorded as part of the meeting and made publicly available on Council's website via live stream and on-demand access, except any part of the meeting, of course, that is held in closed session. Accordingly, you must ensure that your address to the panel is respectful and to use appropriate language and refrain from making any defamatory statements or discriminatory comments. Ku-ring-gai Council does not accept any liability for statements, comments or actions taken by individuals during a meeting of Ku-ring-gai Local Planning Panel. People connecting in the meeting by conferencing technology are reminded that under the Local Government Act, the recording of meetings by a member of the public using any electronic recording device, including a mobile phone or video camera, is not permitted. Any person found recording without the permission of Council may be expelled from the meeting. There are a number of just formal matters that I need to go to before addressing the agenda and the members of the panel. I call for any apologies. None have been recorded, and I hear no further apologies offered. I call for any declarations of interest by members of the staff who are participating in the meeting in respect of any matter before the meeting. Are there any declarations of interest by the staff?
There are none, Mr. Chair.
Are there any declarations of interest by any members of the panel in respect of the business before the public meeting?
No, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have no declaration, no conflicts of interest to declare. Thank you.
Thank you. There are 4 members of the panel, 2 experts, a community member and myself as the chair. First of all, I'll introduce myself. My name is Angus Talbot. I'm formerly a barrister and solicitor. I've been a member of a number of these panels since retiring from the bench of the Land Environment Court, and I used to practice quite extensively in this area of the law. I will ask each of the individual members of the panel to introduce themselves.
We've lost your sound.
Thank you, Elaine.
Are you waiting for me, Mr. Chair? I lost your sound.
You've lost my sound, or?
Oh, no, you're back now. Yes. Did you want me to introduce myself?
That's what I want, please.
I'm Elaine Maliki. I'm the community representative on the committee. I was a long-term councillor and mayor of Ku-ring-gai and member of various panels and groups during my period on council.
Thank you. Michael Levy.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Michael Levy, town planner with 35 years experience in the local, state and private sectors, and I'm also a member and chair of other local planning panels.
Thank you. Lindsay Fletcher.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. My name is Lindsay Fletcher. I'm a consultant town planner by profession. I've some 50-odd years experience in both local government and the private sector, and I've served on district and regional planning panels for some 10 years and local planning panels for the last 3 or so.
Thank you, Mr. Fletcher. The persons who are registered to speak, and I think there's only one, will be allowed 3 minutes, and there will be a signal at the end of that 3 minutes and you're asked to wind up your address in that time. The panel will hear those who wish to address the meeting this afternoon, and then we'll retire into private session when the determination of anything that's before it in this public meeting will be determined, and the outcome of the determination will be published on the council website, hopefully within 24 hours by means of publication of minutes. The first item of business is a administrative matter, and that's the disclosure of interest returns register for the period 1st of July 2021 to the 30th of June 2022. Each of the local planning panel members of the Ku-ring-gai planning panel have filed disclosures of interest returns in respect of that period, and in accordance with Schedule 1 of the local planning panel's model code of conduct, those returns are tabled at this meeting, and the tabling of the returns is noted. The only matter that comes before the local planning panel in terms of the public meeting is the application by the New South Wales Rural Fire Service in respect of a proposed development, demolition of existing structures and construction of a rural fire service brigade station at Cooler Park in Killara. I understand that there is one speaker registered to deal with this matter, and that Mr. Stuart Clark is here. Are you there, Mr. Clark?
Mr. Chair, Mr. Clark hasn't turned up. He hasn't joined us for the meeting.
So the answer is no, he's not.
That's correct.
All right. In that case, there being no other persons registered to speak at this public meeting, the panel will retire to determine the outcome of the application in a further session this afternoon. There being no further business that arises in relation to the public aspect of the meeting today, I hereby close the meeting.